All right, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching us from all over the world. This is Cooking Vibes on Black Community Canada TV.
Get ready for the ultimate culinary adventure. Welcome to Cooking Vibes, where we'll whisk you away on a flavor-filled journey. Discover easy-to-follow recipes that will turn your every meal into a masterpiece. From worldwide cuisines to your kitchen, we have got you covered. Get ready to feel the cooking vibes.
Today we have a delicacy from the Niger Delta part of Nigeria, a recipe that has been in use for decades, a recipe that has been of tremendous health benefit to quite a number of people. And this recipe is called BANGA soup. So today we want to make BANGA soup with wheat, okay? So, and this recipe, like it is on our screen already, this is the BANGA paste. Now, this is palm kernel paste, okay? Now, when you have a red palm kernel, ripe palm kernel, all you need to do is to boil this palm kernel, you match this palm kernel, then juice it out. When you juice the palm kernel out, after a while, it turns out to be this. And this paste is what we actually need to use to make this food what going. Then we have our sauce here. This is onions, garlic, ginger, and bell and red pepper. Then we have our seasoning here. This seasoning is made up of seasoning cube and seasoning powder, as you can see on the screen. And then for this particular recipe, you can make do with any protein of your choice, but for today, we are making do with beef and chicken. This is the protein you are seeing right here, beef and chicken. And then the type of spinach we use for this recipe right now is called ugu leaf, okay? This is called ugu leaf, and this is peculiar to the southeast of Nigeria and most especially from the Niger Delta as well. Then, the liquid extract from this particular paste is what you are seeing here. This is called palm oil. Now, the reason why we have additional palm oil is because in the course of cooking, if the oil that is going to be produced from the paste is not enough, then we can always complement with this. And this has to be to taste, okay? So you can use this particular recipe with any food of your choice. You can use with rice, you can use with paratha, you can use with bread, you can use with swallow, you can use with wheat, you can use with yam, you can use with even unripe plantain when it is boiled, okay? All right, guys, this is our Cooking Vibes on Black Community Canada TV. I remain your host, Felix Adepariola. I will be right back.
Ready
Thank you.
to feel the cooking vibes.
Yeah, my name is Roland Benjak. I'm on here on Cooking Vibes on BCC TV. I'm here, one of the judges, to see if this BANGA soup is going to be delicious. I'm going to testify because I know what BANGA soup is, and I'm going to taste it and tell the world how BANGA soup used to be in the body.
So you are welcome back. This is Cooking Vibes on Black Community Canada TV, and I remain your host, Felix Adepariola. We want to dive in to the cooking now. Just pay attention to the process and follow us as we go along in this train, and then I'm sure your experience will be wild. So we have the paste. We keep the paste in the pot, dry. We keep the paste in the pot, dry. We keep the paste. Some people will use the water that was extracted from the boiling of the protein to mix this like this, but I prefer to use an ordinary water to mix this like this. Now you mix until every block dissolves. And make sure everything is properly dissolved into a watery paste. We have a complete watery paste. Now we add a little more water to it. Now you have to be careful with the amount of water you add in this recipe so you don't have a watery soup, okay? And very well, and allow it to cook. Allow it to cook for like 8 to 10 minutes. You allow it to cook for like 8 to 10 minutes. But before we get into that, I will be right back. But once again, this is Cooking Vibes on Black Community Canada TV.
Hey everyone, my name is Buki Benjak. I'm one of the judges and I'm on Cooking Vibes on BCC TV to taste the BANGA soup. I'm one of the judges. I can't wait to have a taste of this soup. I'm going to meet you on the other side of the table. If you want to come along with me. Let's go.
All right, guys, you are welcome back to Cooking Vibes on Black Community Canada TV. And I remain your host, Felix Adepariola. Like I said earlier before we went on that short break, I told you guys that we have to allow this recipe to boil for like 8 to 10 minutes, and then after which we have to be putting into it every other necessities to make it a worthy aroma. So we start from the protein. Please don't forget, for those of us who are just learning to make this soup for the first time, after boiling the paste for like 10 minutes, this is what it looks like. And after you boil for like 10 minutes, you now begin to add your protein into it. And the reason why the protein has to come next is because the boiling of this paste has to sink into the protein itself, okay? So you have that very sweet and very aromatic vibe when you are eating the food, okay? So now we add our protein into the sauce. And as you can see, I said earlier that the paste is capable of generating oil for itself. As you can see now, this is all the oil that was naturally generated by this particular recipe. So with the look of things, I may not even need the extra red oil I had on set earlier. But let's see how it goes. By the time the food is finally ready, we will know if we need more oil or not, okay? So we add the protein into it. Then we add our spice. We add seasoning to taste, okay? So after adding the seasoning to taste, then we stir properly. And we boil it for another 10 minutes. We boil it for another 10 minutes. Then when we come back, then we can now add our vegetables into this. And the reason why the vegetable has to come last is because we don't want the vegetable in this recipe to lose its nutrients by overcooking it, okay? So it has to be done halfway. It has to be done halfway so it doesn't lose the nutrients. Yeah, so this is BANGA soup. Now, I told you earlier that the reason why I don't want to put the vegetable alongside the protein and other condiments was simply because to keep the richness and the nutritional value of this vegetable intact. So because we don't want it to be overcooked. Now the soup is almost ready, and we have just about 3 to 5 minutes more to cook this soup on fire. And this is the best time to put our vegetables. This vegetable has been soaked for a while. It has been soaked for a while, you know. It has to be soaked like this so it it was made to be dry, okay? So it has to be soaked like this, so to make sure it doesn't have some kind of particles. Now, all right, guys, as you can see, we have enough oil on the surface of this soup already. You give it a proper stir. You give it a proper stir. You give it a thorough stir. Then you cook for the next 5 minutes and your banga soup is ready. You cook it for 5 minutes and your banga soup is ready. And this is just a point to note. You can make this recipe without a vegetable if you so desire. You can make this recipe without a vegetable if you so desire, okay? So adding vegetable to this recipe does not mean you are not achieving the same end result. So, all right, guys, so this is the final making of a banga soup. And I would like you to stay tuned as you wait for the serving of our escorts and judges. As you know, today is Father's Day, and we dedicate today to all the fathers in the world, and most especially to the dearest husband of our mommy, Reverend Mrs. Blessing Ajayi. So we give you thumbs up, sir, and we say Happy Father's Day on your behalf to all the fathers all over the world. Thank you. Once again, this is Black Community Canada TV, and this is Cooking Vibes. I remain your host, Felix Adepariola. I will be right back.
Lovely. It has taken me back home.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's really good.
I can feel it.
I think this should be my second time of taking banga soup.
My very first time.
It's my first
Great. I heard about it, but I've never had it prepared or
I did not choose it whenever I eat
Wow.
it. I have all that in so
It's lovely.
Nice.
How have you taken
How long
banga
does,
soup?
does this kind of soup take to make?
Actually, you were here when I was here. Depends
Actually, I'm saying it for a video.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to get this outside, how do you get it?
You?
Wow.
You had to do that, eh?
I'm tasting banga soup. Back home, but in Canada, yeah, this is the first time
I'm tasting it.
Interesting.
And I won't lie to you, this banga soup, I don't know how to compare. It's very good. Take my memory back home.
Man.
Back to Nigeria.
Yeah, back to Nigeria, I'm telling you.
What part of Nigeria are you from?
I'm from Rivers State.
River State.
Yeah, precisely Abonima, that is my hometown.
Aha. This particular soup is unique to which country?
The Niger Delta
The
part
Niger
of
Delta.
Nigeria.
You're not part of Niger Delta.
Part
Yes,
of
no.
Niger Delta.
That's
So that's what I'm telling you. This soup is unique.
Very
It
nice.
takes you back not just to
Yeah.
Nigeria but to
Yes.
the
Later, I'm going to ask the chef if we can have
connect.
this. It's lovely.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So, my rating,
Yes, you're written.
I give him 9.
Eh?
Thank you.
I give him 9.
all right.
I suppose I've given him 10, but
What's the what?
the bot is there.
The wheat.
He gave me a smaller version of it.
All right, my name is Buki Benjak,
Yeah.
and this is my second time taking banga.
Okay.
I'm so glad coming from my brother. I mean, this is great.
I'm fine.
My rating, I'll give him 9 also. No, I'll give him 10. Let me be a bit partial. I'll give him 10 because this is really nice. As for the wheat, I think that's my portion. That's great. Thank you.
It's good I'm sitting with my namesake. My name is also Buki. My name is Buki Ojo. And what part of Nigeria? I'm from Ekiti State. And this is my own very first time of trying this. It's amazing. I know that we all have issues with palm oil. You know, they start to crucify palm oil, but it doesn't feel heavy in my mouth. You know how sometimes palm oil could be very heavy?
Yeah.
And that was what I was worried about when I saw the things that you used to make banga. So I'm very impressed, very, very impressed. It's my first time eating banga. It's my first time of eating wheat.
Oh, really?
Yes, so
Which is nice.
I have heard that many times, but I've never tried it. So it's good that I'm able to try something different with a very nice stew. So I would say 10. 10 over 10, 10 over 10, 10 over 10. But on the condition makes it for a bigger crowd that will take you to it. Yeah, just like my brother there said that you will go after in camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lining up. We're lining up. This is good. Kudos to the chef. You did a good job. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate all the judges, for their rating wonderfully, exactly what they said is what the food tastes. And I want to thank the chief chef.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see that someone from the other side can make
And make it.
the food from another side, which is my side actually. I'm from River State, Niger Delta precisely, River State, Port Harcourt. And to be sincere, usually when I see banga soup, I pass. I pass because I felt it was sticking in my mouth when eating it because of the oil. I never touch it. But having tried this today, to be honest with you, it has taste, not sticky. You wouldn't even know if it is oil, right? And it have a very special taste, So for me, it's just too good. I think I would cannot to make this soup for my family. I will actually try to make it for my family. And if I may rate it, I would say that I will not deduct anything.
Yes.
Thank you.
None of it. I don't think any banga soup can be sweeter than this. Even when it doesn't have too much things to be added, but it's still giving us the taste that we need.
Thank you.
Yeah, the wheat flour is actually one of the best food that you should use because of health sake. You see, it's adding me more wine. Yeah, so thank you, Chef Felix. This is a wonderful delicacy and custom for the African community. I would recommend this soup, and if you want to know more, contact Black Community Canada TV, and then you will get through to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef.
So chef, rate yourself now.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I never knew I could get such a huge turnout because considering the kind of people that were here to rate this food today, it was an inborn thing. It was a food that most of them were raised with. And considering the fact that I am not from that part of the world, but I dedicate this to all the fathers out there. Please, if you have not been making that time to cook for your family, please try and do such, okay? And let the world go around. Cheers to all the fathers. Thank you.
I said, Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Get ready for the ultimate culinary adventure. Welcome to Cooking Vibes, where we'll whisk you away on a flavor-filled journey. Discover easy-to-follow recipes that will turn your every meal into a masterpiece. From worldwide cuisines to your kitchen, we have got you covered. Get ready to feel the cooking vibes.